The Utah Department of Transportation's US-89 project in Davis County is the largest road project completed in the state in the last 10 years. It will help both drivers and local residents get around more safely and easily. During the planning process, UDOT determined that the highway would need to be widened by adding a third lane in each direction. Most importantly, all stoplights and driveways would be removed from US-89 and access would be consolidated into 4 new freeway-style interchanges with on- and off-ramps. Eliminating stoplights would make a big difference in reducing traffic delays and the likelihood of rear-end crashes, and getting rid of driveways would make getting on and off the highway a lot safer. New bridges would help residents get across the highway easily without having to worry about crossing high-speed traffic, and new frontage roads and trails would strengthen neighborhood connections and provide routes for people walking and biking. UDOT's goal was to build the right project for the area. That meant listening to and incorporating input from the public, communicating consistent updates, and responding to questions and concerns. This right project philosophy completely changed the course of the highway rebuild. During the environmental study process and early designs, US-89 was shown crossing over local streets. However, the cities and members of the community wanted a change, with the highway going under local streets. The US-89 reconstruction was also the first time UDOT created a project-specific Facebook group, which served as an interactive customer service center and newsfeed. This provided nearby residents and drivers a place to easily find the latest information about construction, road closures, utility service interruptions, and other project impacts, as well as ask their questions and share concerns. The idea was to make it simple and easy for anyone in the area to stay updated on the project and get questions answered and issues resolved. During construction, several challenges had to be overcome. To lower the highway, instead of going over cross streets, over 150 miles of utilities like water, sewer, gas, cable, internet, and electricity had to be relocated, upgraded, or removed. The contractor had to coordinate with more than 30 different organizations that owned these utilities. Another big hurdle was the COVID-19 pandemic. Fortunately, Oak Hills Constructors, the US-89 contractor, was careful and they developed methods to safely continue working. But disruptions to the supply chain on a regional and national scale meant getting critical materials, especially concrete, was much more difficult. So schedules were adjusted and flexibility was the name of the game. An even greater challenge than the COVID-19 pandemic was the need to keep people moving during construction. UDOT and Oak Hills developed and planned to minimize closures of local streets, keep 2 lanes open in both directions on US-89 during the morning and evening commute, and maintain access to the highway. This required a phased approach to construction, building half of the road, then shifting the traffic to the newly built side and working on the other half. Temporary intersections were built at 400 North and at Oak Hills Drive, and several neighborhoods had to use longer routes to get around while the primary entrance was rebuilt. In all these cases, the project team focused on completing construction efficiently while making sure drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians could still get around as easily as possible. Along with rebuilding US-89, UDOT and Oak Hills Constructors completed major upgrades specifically to benefit local communities. Some of these include several new pedestrian crossings under the highway to enable future trail build-outs by cities and Davis County. A new 3-mile extension of Gordon Avenue connecting I-15 to US-89, and the road system west of the Gordon Avenue interchange to facilitate Layton City's future town center. New frontage roads on both sides of US-89 and bridges at Nichols Road and Crestwood Road to improve connections between neighborhoods and enable the construction of a new East Side fire station for Layton City. A new parking lot for the Adams Canyon Trailhead, and a new park and ride at Oak Hills Drive. A new mixed-use trail from Valley View Drive to the frontage road in South Weber. US-89 construction crews continually did their best to be good neighbors and exceed the community's expectations. They built specially designated school bus stops for area students, rescued a family of ducks, relocated several mailboxes for elderly homeowners, helped several lost dogs reunite with their humans, and inspired the community by displaying a huge American flag hanging from a crane for Independence Day. The partnership between UDOT, Oak Hills Constructors, residents, cities, and drivers has resulted in a highway reconstruction that's been recognized as one of the best projects in the country. During the past 3 years, The US-89 team has built 4 new freeway-style interchanges at 400 North, Oak Hills Drive, Gordon Avenue, and Antelope Drive. Built 2 new bridges at Nichols Road and Crestwood Road. Widened US-89 to 3 lanes in both directions. Rebuilt the driving surfaces for the bridges over the Weber River. Added a new connection from Valley View Drive to SR 193. Repaved and repainted the highway from Main Street to SR 193 and installed more than 700 new signs. And now all lanes are open and the finishing touches are done, and this section of Utah's longest road is complete. The new and improved highway, frontage roads, and trail connections will continue to benefit local communities as well as everyone who drives, walks, or rides in the area for decades to come.